Bookmaking has evolved over time, from scrolls to writing on sheets of paper bound together to the invention of the printing press. People continue to develop new ways of recording history. Today, thanks to digital technology, the possibilities of recording the spoken word are endless. A fine bookmaking specialist makes just a few limited edition books per year, using traditional printing and binding techniques. Production begins with a case of tiny brass molds. One mold, called a matrix, contains letters, numbers, and punctuation marks. A typecasting specialist inserts the matrix case into a machine called a monotype composition caster and melts lead alloy ingots in the machine's gas-heated pot. Guided by a computer, the machine casts one character at a time for every word of the book. The computer program assigns a location code to every matrix. To cast a character, the program communicates a specific code through plastic tubes, while puffs of air align that character's matrix with the injection nozzle. The nozzle dispenses molten lead into the matrix, while the machine ejects the cast character onto a tray called the galley. As the lines of text exit the machine, the typecast specialist inserts a strip of lead to create spacing, called leading, between each line. He transfers the galley to the press room, where a proofing press spreads ink on the type. He places a sheet of newsprint over the galley and releases an impression roller. The roller prints the characters onto the paper, generating a proof. Meanwhile, a typesetter assembles the larger display copy manually by placing individual letters into a composition stick. This method was used for all copy prior to the invention of the automatic typecasting machines in the 1890s. Books printed in large sizes of type must be made entirely by manual typeset. Once complete, multiple galleys that make up several pages of the book are placed in a steel frame called a chase and loaded into the printing press. This cylinder press feeds one sheet of paper at a time to grippers that pull the paper around a cylindrical roller. As the roller rotates, the paper drops onto the ink type, printing the characters into the sheet. One press sheet typically contains 8 pages per side. Another machine folds the sheets. Then, bookbinders manually collate groups of 16 consecutive pages to form sections of the book called signatures. Next, a bookbinder sews the signatures together one at a time until the book is fully assembled. This method of bookbinding, called Smith-sewn binding after its 19th century inventor, is of the highest quality because pages can't fall out or be removed. Like the binding, the book cover is meticulously handcrafted. A bookbinder hot glues a piece of cloth to the back of the cover. The cover is made of flexible paper and thick cardboard. Then she flattens the cloth on all sides. Using a razor blade, the bookbinder makes a slit for the cloth where she'll place a recessed label later. This enables the cloth to spread out and form to the spine's rounded shape. The cloth is pressed firmly against the structural components with a plastic tool called a bone. Another bookbinder attaches the cover to the bound pages called the book block. First, she applies glue to both components. Then she positions the book block on the cover and presses them together. She places the book in a nipping press that puts pressure around the spine, fusing the book block and cover together. Then the front and back of the cover are glued to the first and last pages of the book. The book then sits in another press overnight, bringing this bookmaking story to a close.